to walk in excellence, there are principles that guides it, and we are going to be looking at definitions of excellence, then things to note about excellence, then how to achieve excellence, then 10 observations about excellent people. Then we are to begin. See how far we go. What are the definitions of excellence? Number one, the quality, definition of excellence. The quality of being outstanding or extremely good. The quality of being outstanding or extremely good. The quality of being outstanding or extremely good. If you embrace the spirit of excellence, it will affect every part of your life. There are things you won't ask for. It just happens. Hello? I know that question came some times back. Our overseer was marking his 35th year in ministry, and he went to organize the program at Marriott. Some of us were at the Marriott Hotel. Why? Excellence. Hello? Was one of the reasons. And many of you came. When last did you sit in your sitting room and took picture of yourself and then post it on the social media? But I was just seeing all manner of pictures. Why? Excellence. The quality of being outstanding or extremely good. Excellence. What is excellence? It is the quality of excelling or being truly the best at something. The quality of excelling or being truly the best at something. Now hear me, people of God. Someone went somewhere and the person needed to use the restroom. And then went to someone and said, excuse me, ma, I need to use the restroom. And said, go that way. Then the person came back. Sorry, which one is male? Which one is female? That's lack of excellence. They didn't need to ask. Then the person replied, the one that asks, when you close it, the door closes well. That's the one for female. The one that the door cannot close, that's the one for male. now, the quality of excelling or being truly the best at something. Are you listening to me? There are things you are doing today. If you add a touch of excellence, you are going to be surprised at the result that will start coming. It's one of the reasons why we crave for innovative leaders. Reverend Sam was speaking about that at their conference, HLC conference that just ended. And we had our overseer also present there. Some of us watched online. Amen? The quality of excelling or being truly the best at something. Now, what is excellence? A talent or quality of being unusually good or surpassing ordinary standards. A talent or quality of being unusually good and surpassing ordinary standards. Now, how many of us have passed the Third Mainland Bridge since they did the last renovation? You see how smooth the thing is? But that for some of us who have never traveled outside Nigeria, that's still an ordinary standard. It looks smooth, very good. 2017, I was in South Africa. And then I was going to go to a university where our son is. So a pastor friend took me. And we were driving. So we were on the motorway. It's about maybe an hour and a half from Pretoria. We were on the motorway, and the pastor, a Nigerian, he told me, he said, look, this country, pastor, they do a lot of things that that is out of the ordinary. He said, look at this, he's going to show me something. I said, show me. While we were going, he took off his hand off the steering, and then just nudged the steering to the left, as if the vehicle was going off the motorway. Do you know what happened? Immediately we left the express, the main express. You just start hearing an uneven sound deliberately made by the side. He said, do you know why they did that? I said, I don't know. He said, there are drivers who have died because they slept off on the steering. And they just a split second. I left this church one day driving the SUV, and I slept off on steering. But you know the supernatural will always rescue me. I was surprised. Then 2018, so when I got back from South Africa, I told my dear, I said, I saw something in South Africa today. So even if you are dozing, you just wake up. A talent or quality of being unusually good. Do you know how many accidents have happened in Nigeria? Then they still keep making everything smooth. So we were in America, myself and family, and we were traveling one day by Greyhound bus. So when we were on the bus, it was like I'm not sure I will do that again, 11 hours journey. From Kansas City to Dallas, Texas. Now, we started at about 12 midnight. When we were going, we were dozing. Suddenly, I just, I said the driver has dozed. Are you getting it? The driver dozed, the thing went off track, but the driver woke up by that intelligence. Because those who construct the road, they understand that it is natural for people to be tired and still want to drive. It is natural for people to be drunk and still want to drive. But let's see how we can help them. Somebody say excellence. So what is excellence? To do better than normal. That's excellence. To exceed the bar. That's excellence. To exceed the bar. This is the main standard. When Calvary Bible Church when we started going for annual camp meeting, you can't compare it to the preparation for annual camp meeting now. In those days, we get to the venue and then we begin to put things together. Now, if you see the documentation, the preparation, spiritual preparation, administrative preparation, logistics preparation, look, you will know that truly there's a spirit of excellence in this house. I thought somebody will put his hands together for Jesus. So excellence means to exceed the bar. To exceed the bar. When somebody sees the picture of your office, the picture of your shop, the picture of the market you went to, why do they say, oh, this is Agege? And then another person, this is Oshodi. This is Oshodi. Another one, this is Ajegule. Brother, you went to Ajegule? You didn't tell them anything from the picture. Is somebody listening to me? So, things to note about excellence. Let's run. Number one, excellence helps you to stand out from the crowd and easily distinguishes you from the majority. When you walk in excellence, it makes you to stand out. It makes you to stand out. I always use this example. I've used it before. Anytime I'm teaching on this. A friend of mine, excellence, helps you to stand out from the crowd and easily distinguishes you from the majority. Anytime you walk in excellence. Now, why do shoes have sizes? Somebody say excellence. Why do shirts have sizes? Excellence. Why do suits have sizes? Excellence. So I don't need to go there to buy. Once I know my size, but hear this. This is a challenge to every fashion designer in Nigeria. When you make clothes, dresses for people, and you hand it over to them well packaged, why doesn't it come with certain things that the shirts, the material, the dresses bought overseas comes with? For example, extra button. Why? So we have to begin to become intentional. Why should people come and pay a lot of money to enjoy the facilities at your hotel, and no one is coming to say, excuse me, I hope you are enjoying yourself. Is there anything you want they've not attended to you? Somebody say excellence. Helps you to stand out. I went to early this year, I went to Duchess Hospital at Ikeja to pray for my nephew. And I was there for a couple of days, and God gave us a miracle. Amen. But you know what I saw? The doctors will come, the surgeons will come, the nurses will come. Then at some point, a man came with another lady. They just came to find out if we are being attended to, if we are satisfied with the service of the doctors. Is there anything we don't like about what we are seeing? People of God, I said, who is that? They said, the quality assurance manager. Hello? They did the hospital in such a way that you may even want to come back there. I'm not lying. I took some pictures there. They have a floor they call royal floor. You don't want to know the price. No, are you getting it? So excellence helps you to stand out. That your shop can stand out. In your office, you can stand out. In your ministry, you can stand out. Excellence projects you as a great leader and attracts significant followership. Number 2, excellence projects you as a great leader and attracts significant followership. Years back, Pastor Charles, myself, and some of us, there is a conference we don't miss. The Believers Conference, organized by House on the Rock. It used to be at the gymnastic hall of the National Stadium. Now, every time you go, we are not, the word wasn't really our main focus. But you just know that when you attend that conference, there is a creativity that you have not thought of that Pastor Paul Adefarasin will bring out. So every time we are coming, when you see the theme is Super Sunday, when you come, you will see something. Now, if you were at Daystar, you saw the innovative leader. You saw the way they put things together. So, excellence. And by the time we get there, I still remember those days, we will finish and we'll be looking at each other and say, these people, you even try to figure out what they will come up with, they will beat your imagination. Somebody say excellence. May the spirit of excellence rest on you. Why do we have things we sell for 20, 25, 30 years now and they never had expiry date? Most local concussions prepare, they never had dosage. They never had. Some of you are on agbo. What is agbo in English? Herbal, whatever. So one day I asked somebody, sorry, what is the measurement of this? You keep taking it until you're okay. No, it's lack of excellence. It's lack of excellence. Okay, what is the expiry date of the agbo? When it fades. May God help you. Have I told you this story that this same my pastor friend in South Africa, the wife we went for shopping and we got to Pick and Pay, one of their small supermarkets there, and I saw her checking something, a label at the tip of the bread, loaf of bread we are going to buy. People of God, that was the first time I will see expiry date on bread. Expiry date on bread. I said, I've been eating agege bread in Lagos. I have never seen expiry dates. Excellent projects you as a great leader and attracts significant followership. Excellence is a noise maker. It gives you massive publicity. Number 4, excellence attracts favor and blessing from far and near. We have to run now. So excellence attracts favor. You saw that Queen of Sheba and Solomon. Excellence promotes. Because of my time, I can't give you some of these. Excellence promote. Now hear me. Somebody can refer you for an assignment. Excellence will determine whether you'll be given that assignment or not. I've given this testimony before that my mentee and spiritual daughter, Mrs. Hassan, while she was there, gave me an opportunity to meet the deputy GMD, and we were given an opportunity to come and do some recruitment. It's a big organization, financial services company. Now she has referred me. Are you getting it? She is giving me to someone that can say, and I went to the office, the DGMD took me, called the head of HR and said it needs to do something. So now I need to package an HR staff recruitment proposal. I'm not an HR person, so I had to engage people. Sometimes excellence comes not directly from you, but through the networks around you. When I packaged the thing, even an HR professional saw the proposal and said, "What? You put this together?" Yes, I'm taking the credit, but it wasn't me. Are you listening to me? There are doors people have opened to you. Do you know there are days you think you are well suited? Then you get to an environment like the Marriott, and then you suddenly say, so this shoe is dirty like this. The shoe has always been dirty, but the environment covered it. If I transport some of you the way you are now to another church, you will want to leave where you are sitting and go to the back. Am I saying something? Somebody shout excellence. I receive the spirit of excellence in everything I do. I receive the spirit of excellence in everything I do. In Jesus' name. Excellence is costly and expensive. Excellence is costly and expensive. 2 years ago, by the grace of God, my dear and I celebrated 25th wedding anniversary. And when we were going to celebrate it, I told her, I'm going to spend money. So Marriott was just about new then. We made a reservation there. Got makeover artists, got all the people, photographer, and then we were there for about 2 days. And we explored everywhere. When the first set of pictures were released, a pastor friend, they were celebrating 20th wedding anniversary that same February. Himself and the wife went to London. They were in England. So he chatted me up. He said, "Pastor, are you guys back from Dubai? I saw your pictures." I said, "We didn't go to Dubai now." The pictures he saw just painted a picture of Dubai. Now, why do you think that some of those hotels now, you want to make reservation, you can't get space? Why? Because what they saw overseas, they have brought it to Nigeria. Is somebody following me? So wherever your location is, excellence can noise it about. It was excellence that noised about what was inside Solomon. Is somebody following me? So I told him, "Man of God, we didn't go to Dubai, but we paid for Dubai in Nigeria." Hello? Okay. Number 7. Excellence does not exclude mistakes. That you want to walk in excellence does not mean you won't make some mistakes. But you have to keep improving. Excellence does not exclude mistakes. 8. Excellence is receptive to constructive criticisms. Excellence is receptive to constructive criticism. If you have ever stayed in any hotel, good hotel, when you are leaving, you will see a document in the room, and it will tell you, "We need to get your feedback. Tell us what were the things you didn't like." So excellence does not exclude mistake. Excellence is receptive to constructive criticisms. Excellence, don't run a place and then somebody is trying to give you a positive feedback. Say, my friend, how much did you pay? Are you listening to me? So excellence is receptive to constructive criticisms. Number 9, excellence inspires other people to do something great or exceptional. Excellence inspires other people to do something great or exceptional. Excellence is of God. Now, how to achieve excellence, I want to run through that. How to achieve excellence. Number 1, have the hunger for excellence and let it become a part of your vision. Let it be a vision statement. Let it be a vision statement. I worked in an audit firm years ago where I grew to become a partner. And then we had somebody came in from outside as head of HR. Have the hunger for excellence. That's the first point. And let it become a part of your vision and mission. If it's not excellent, don't entertain it. So when this guy came, he did the letter I was going to send. He was the head of HR. I was an audit manager, at that, or senior manager audit at that time. And after finishing the letter, someone pointed out an error on the letter. So what did he do? He took his pen, looked for a biro that is like the color of the letters, and corrected it. So I said, this is a professional audit firm. We don't do that here. He said, but they've already printed on the letterhead. I said, it doesn't matter. Excellence. It won't go out. There was a time Reverend Victor Adeyemi was here, and he was telling us about, in those days, when you write a letter to House on the Rock, addressed to Pastor Paul Adefarasin, he said, he will first look at your letterhead design and begins to bring out different things that, it could have been like this, it could have been like that. Excellence. So you have hunger. Don't do things and let it just be anything goes. No. You are coming for a program in this church now. Everything is already laid out. What must be done? Who is on the program? It's not that we get to church and say, sorry, what are you doing? He said, I want to go to the toilet. Go quickly. When you come, you take the opening prayer. No, there are churches that happen. There are churches that happen. So, have a hunger. Number 2, always benchmark against the best. If you want to walk in excellence, always benchmark. Stop benchmarking with people who are lower than you in standard. It's not going to help you. Stop benchmarking against people that are below you. So when Calvary Bible Church wants to compare, we compare with people. I went to different churches in the U.S. I was at Eagle Mountain Incorporated Churches on the grounds of Kenneth Copeland Ministry. I was at the Potter's House in Dallas. I was also in Georgia, Atlanta, Creflo the church there. And one thing was common with all this, and we had already started a little bit then. Each of these churches I entered into, when you entered, you have not entered the auditorium. And you are not going to hear a sound of what is going on in the auditorium. So I came by and said, but why do majority of churches in Nigeria, why are they built this way? Once you open the door, you have entered the auditorium. It is because we are benchmarking against people that either were of the same standard or were even higher than them. Are you getting me? Some of you can't capture it, but that's the reality. We are already in the premises. You can go to toilet, you can do everything, but the church is still inside. There are some churches that are doing that in Nigeria now, like House on the Rock Cathedral, built like that. Can you see the next Calvary Bible Church auditorium? Can somebody see it? So in your business, start benchmarking against the best. Bishop Oyedepo said when they were going to start the Covenant University, he went to Ora Robert University. He went to look at a lot of things they are doing. Then he went to research on other universities. Somebody came to me and said, Pastor, I want to go into dry cleaning. I said, come. I know you've made all your details. I want to send you to a place. Look for opportunity to work there. Garment care. That's where I dry clean my suit. The first time it was a friend, a colleague, professional colleague, who came from Paris. My family and his family were going out. And he said, Pastor, I need to stop in Maryland and drop some clothes at GRA then for garment care. Look, when we entered the premises, the way they attended to us, it was the first time in my life I would see a dry cleaning place attending to us like that. When I saw, the way they were analyzing, excuse me, there's a shade on the button. Do you want us to replace the button? Or it was like, what is this? Somebody say excellence. I have used a dry cleaning place here. You know what I stopped? A t-shirt just got missing. We have used some dry cleaning places. When they brought the clothes back, some were not our own. So by just going to a place where they can dry clean for the entire of Lagos and they won't mix anything together, then you are going to get insight. Somebody say excellence. Number 3, how to achieve excellence. Eliminate the limitations of your mind that excellence is not achievable. Eliminate it. Stop talking that way. Sometimes when you see our hospitality team, come to our hospitality when we have guests, like Pastor Matthew coming. When you see the boardroom, you will not believe that it is the same boardroom. The hospitality team have transformed it. So eliminate the limitations of your mind that excellence is not achievable. Somebody say excellence is possible. Excellence is achievable. Number 4, be willing to submit to mentorship under a leader who stands for excellence. Be willing to submit to mentorship under a leader who stands for excellence. You want to start a school. Nothing is bad in that. What do? Look for the 5 best schools you want to model your school after. Then start the process. What is the process? Apply to register with that school. Pay the registration fee. You know what you are doing? You are trying to understand their process. When you see the admission form, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. When you see the process they use online to register, then you want to find out who did it for them. Most times we use our ability to start something and we are wondering why people are complaining, because our ability can be limited sometimes. So be willing to submit to mentorship. Then number 5, develop concrete strategies and plans that will produce excellence. This is how to achieve excellence. I'm wrapping up now. Develop concrete strategies and plans that will produce excellence. Now hear this. One of us applied for a job or was called for a job, a senior executive job, and then they said, we gave you this case study, go and make a presentation. And she put together a fantastic presentation and then made it in PowerPoint slides. Hello? Develop concrete strategies and plans that will produce excellence. When you see the PowerPoint, I went to a training last year to facilitate for an organization. And then when I was through, the first question that came, excuse me, sir, how did you put together this PowerPoint slide? I said, you want me to tell you the truth? I don't think about that. I have a son and a mentee called Adedoto Ologun. I put it on his head. So when I came back, I told her, I said, Adedoto, you have gotten a star. So that's a strategy. Are you getting me? to get the content out, I won't sweat. But to put together a slide, I can sweat. So when you are asked to do something excellent, it doesn't mean you have to do it directly. So you just need to know someone around you who can do it faster than you. Is somebody learning something today? Is somebody learning something today? So that your product, you have expiry date. That your product, most things done in Nigeria, do you see date of manufacture there? They made something in Aba, they put made in China there. So believe that you can be outstanding and unusually good at what you do. It's possible. Let me run through. Number 7, go all out and work really hard to deliver excellence. 10 observations about excellent people. I just take 2 there. 10 observations. We take 2 and then stop there. People of excellence are honest about where they are. Then they raise the bar. The reflection. Do you work hard to constantly improve yourself? Somebody saw you dress and said, sorry, this tie doesn't match this shirt. Why? You don't wear striped tie on striped shirt. He said, what is wrong in that? Tell me where it is written in the scriptures. When you go for interview, is it a pastor that will interview you? Are you listening to me? People of excellence, they know where they are. We run a lot of interviews now, recruitment for companies, and we ran for the position of head of finance one day. And this guy walked in. The next candidate called me. When he came in, you know, a buba, as you want to be an accountant, you wear a buba. Sir, I was looking at him. So the partner was perplexed. I said, sorry, excuse me, what position did you apply for? He said, head of finance. If we send this to the client, we have lost the engagement completely. Then he told me, he told us on the panel, he said, what happened is, the last time I came for an interview like this, I realized they were 419. So this one, I just said, let me come. People of excellence are honest. So do you work hard to constantly improve yourself? Finally, let's stop at number 2. People of excellence perceive average and stagnation as enemies. An enemy called average by John Mason. People of excellence perceive average and stagnation as enemies. Reflection. Do you find ways to improve your next opportunity or simply accept complacency? People of excellence perceive average and stagnation as enemies. Have you gotten to a restaurant to eat and then somebody stood before you taking your orders and the person came with something that is totally different from what you asked for? It didn't just happen to me. I was in Arkansas in the United States with a pastor friend. He took me out to a restaurant. Mexican restaurant or so. This guy stood. I was telling him, Pastor Sam, this guy is not writing anything. I said they are brilliant. They will retain it. By the time he will come, I said, sorry, can you help me ask? Sure, I know I may not be able to pronounce what I ordered for, but I saw the picture. This is not it. Then the manager came. Oh, sorry, he made a mistake. He made a mistake. Whenever you don't embrace excellence, you will end up making mistakes. Every head bowed, every eye closed.